85% of New Yorkers use the subway, right, to get around. 85%. So I get it. It's like, listen, you got to move somewhere else. It's not perfect. But if it de-incentivizes people to everyone just to like whip their car down, like, oh, like I said, you're right. It's not, I don't think it's your right. And that's my take on it. And I don't know. You tell me. I know you're a driver live. So you tell me, it's been a big thing going on in the city. But since, again, I don't have a car, I live here in Inwood, I think it would just be a huge burden. I know people who drive. Obviously, if you're downtown, everyone's trying to get away with it. Be casual, be supreme. Casual Supremacy. Happy 2025. Welcome back, guys. I'm so happy to be here with the Dyckman podcast, here with Live, doing it back. Welcome back, everyone.
Live from the MC.
Listen, it's Casual Supremacy. I want to talk about a lot of things. I think in the past, the show has been about the news, right? And I think that, not saying we need a break from that, but I think that if we keep focusing on the things that are going on in the world, I think it's just driving people crazy. It's driving me crazy, to be honest. It's just like every day, first and foremost, the people in Los Angeles, man, I was there for 4 years and I lived in Venice and I lived in Santa Monica and Pacific Palisades, PCH. I lived like right up that, and I'm seeing the photos right now. And in the last couple of days, that's all I've been watching is
it's been crazy out there.
Crazy. It's like for something like apocalyptic. I'm just seeing these photos. I have people who are friends who are still there, who've lost their houses. I know 2 people who've lost, their property there. They're saying $50 billion is going to be the largest cleanup, of this fire cleanup, that basically the United States ever seen. And so there's a lot of things going on in the world, and I want to keep talking about those things, and we're going to keep talking about those things. But I think also Casual Supremacy, I want to focus on ourselves being casually supreme. I think that what we need to do, I'm a man, I'm in my 40s now. My first job when I was in LA, the whole thing, I love fitness. I want to talk about fitness. I want to talk about self-improvement. I want us to be better people. I want us to have better relationships. So talk about these things. You leave comments, not just to talk about the world and how we're being kind of overrun, because you know what? We know that we're getting shafted by a lot of things. I think a lot of people are starting to get that. Everyone who is in California and, just lost all of their, housing fire insurance a couple of months ago, they cut all these people off. The insurance companies, they found out that these fires were coming, somehow, because they're smart. And guess what? They cut off thousands of people's, fire insurance. But think about it, they were collecting the premiums. They were collecting the monthly payments for generations, for like 20 years. These people have been collecting this money. And when the fire came, they canceled, it's like State Farm,
like a good neighbor.
Exactly. State Farm is not there. And it's crazy. And I'm sorry, maybe it's not State Farm. I mean, there's a lot of different insurance companies, but I think people or Americans are starting to figure out that like insurance might not be the answer. Like health insurance, obviously right now, everyone's, marry Luigi, Luigi's the big thing right now. I mean, even though I will say Luigi, the whole thing kind of, everyone stopped talking about him a little bit. He's behind bars right now. They got him on the terrorism. They made him do the perp walk. He looked like, like the Joker coming in, from the helicopter, and, the mayor behind him. And so it's wild times out here. And but people are starting to see that, like people are using business to kill people in mass, where it's on with these fires and there's all this, in America, this insurance thing, whether it's medical insurance or like all these things are like if you took that money and you just put it in like a bank account and you just saved it, and there's got to be a point where that money is like, it's not just constantly, they created this industry that's just like, listen, just keep paying. And they're all living off of this money. The health insurance companies, fire insurance companies, but they're smart. And right now it's hard. Like if you own a home to get like flood insurance and all these places and people. So we're starting to realize that maybe that's not the best system to protect people, where like people spend, like the people who spend a generation, 20 years with a home, and now they, there's a lot going on right now. And I think, with what's going on in Los Angeles, I think it's scaring a lot of people, and it's going to be one of those crazy times. I want to show you guys, because when I was in LA, I've mentioned this before, but I'm a writer, science fiction novels. The books start in Venice, California, where I was when my father passed away in 2011. He's the artist who did these paintings here. I have a whole collection.
Shout out to Ramon.
Ramon Paulino, yes, he was a G, and he passed away too soon, and but he left a lot of art in the last few years. I was an artist myself, and so like I have a very special connection to LA. I was out there for about 4 years, and very close to especially this Palisades fire, the PCH. I remember going to PCH to Malibu. I was a young man. Yeah, Malibu's where you just go get drugs. It's like if you want to get acid or all that good stuff. That's where you go to Malibu, or it was where we went. But it was a fun time. Like it was like the end of my 20s, and I think like anyone, I would suggest this. I'm a kind of an old man. I am an old man. You should go somewhere where no one knows who you are for like a little bit, for a few years, and just go away. Don't matter what anyone says to you. You could be whoever you say you want to be. Like LA was that place for me. I moved there when I was 26, and I thought that the world was over. I was 26 years old. And I was like, I am an old man, and I'm going to die soon, and I'm going to just do something wild, or I'm going to be stuck here in New York, renting apartments, which I ended up doing anyway. But at least I got 4 years just totally away from the world. And I think that's a big thing. And I think that that's important for anyone to step away, live their lives. I learned a lot myself as an artist. I told you, there's a 500-page novel, Chosen. I wrote the sequel, Revolt, and I have a third novel that I am shopping around right now to publishers. If you know any literary agents, follow me on Instagram, Paulino_Jason, Dyckman podcast. Follow us all on, social media and seeing what's going on. But yeah, man, I'm just trying to, I think that what the focus is for 2025, and you tell me live if this is what we should do, is about leveling up. I think that we're at this point in our lives that we're all trying to level up, whether it's just brains, whether it's about work, whether it's about like people, relationships, being together. Like, we are at this point in our lives where we want to just be better people, I think, or the people who I think want to watch the show and listen and, and listen in, be part of this. Are really just trying to, that's who I'm looking for. People who want to be financially, stronger, who want to be physically stronger. Again, I love, I just started my first LLC late last year, Longa Vita Supremo. And it is Latin, and it means
Can you say the name again?
Longa Vita Supremo.
Ooh,
LLC.
Hold on, let me give you some shots.
Yes. I have a website called Healthspan Wholesale, which is under the LLC, but it's exciting to have, you learn the benefits, the tax benefits, the business benefits. If anyone has any questions about starting their own business, I just set one up, and it's been a battle, and I have a website, but it's about, again, longevity supreme is basically what it means in Latin, and so as I've gotten older, that's really what I care about, is people increasing their quality of life. And so what I want for everyone here, everyone who's watching the show, is to do the best that they can to really make the time that they have left on this planet, the best that they can, and that think that you need to, yourself need to focus. And I think we need to talk about our health, and I think we need to talk about our longevity. We're obviously, we're uptown, we're in New York City, we're New Yorkers, we're a special breed. So if you're listening to this, and even if you're not, most people who I think gravitate towards, the Dyckman podcast and towards casual supremacy, we're all from around here. So we have that shared experience. And I think that we have to talk to each other about what's going on in this world, and talk about, how we can, take care of ourselves. I have a confession. I've done this show. I don't know how many times we've done this show, but
Day one.
I've done this for a while. Right. And this is the first episode that I have ever done without drinking a single drop of alcohol before it.
Really?
First time. I mean,
no. I recall episodes where you didn't drink. When we were recording in the school.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. No, maybe you're right. That's, I think, but in general, like, but I say that
it's been a while.
It's been a while. It's been a while. And I am doing dry January. And, one of the big, things that came on the news right in the beginning of the year was that the Surgeon General now wants to put labels, carcinogenic labels on alcohol. Basically, the same warning labels that cigarettes have. They want to put on alcohol. And then when it initially happened, it happened a couple Fridays ago. all the alcohol stocks went down, but it was a great time to buy them because you knew it was going to go right back up. But it's one of those things where, I think it's a big part of our culture. And, it's weird because honestly, I've never done this in my entire adult life. And so, we had New Year's Eve a few weeks ago. I did for the first time, I did a sober New Year's Eve. Like I've been wanting to do this, but again, I'm in my 40s. I just needed this, and I'm not telling anyone, but you need to kind of reflect. And I think if you really think about your health in this life, and everything that we've been programmed is all about alcohol. Like, like if you watch any television, any movies, I'm just saying that like they're not really drinking, but like if you really think about how
it's everywhere,
it's everywhere. It can literally, and if you think about the markup, and I always think about the financial markup of alcohol, which is another thing for me, is just like, it's one of those things like, listen, just, I think that you get to a certain age, you have to at least examine your relationship with alcohol. I'm not saying you don't have to do it. I've been going to like bars and just drinking like Heineken Zeros, which is weird. And I understand, it irks people.
Yeah.
It really does. It does make you look like a. What am I gonna do?
Pause.
Can I have a club soda? I get it,
But you're preaching some real shit, dude.
I'm just saying that like it's starting. That people are really starting to get it. These things, they all leave like these oral cancers. Like it's crazy. Like if you really like look at like how much of it affects, it's a lot. And I'm just saying that people are.
It's good that you bring it up because some people probably listening to this right now and don't even realize it, that they have a addiction to alcohol, pretty much.
You really like it. And I love being drunk. And and I try to tell people, listen, I love drinking. I love it. But you know what? Like the older I get, it takes me days to recover. Days. And especially now as I've gotten older and I'm just busy and I have a lot of things that I'm like doing this, I'm doing that, I'm running business. Like I don't have 3 days after I go out to recover. And it's just literally was a kind of a business decision where I was like, you know what? This is physically not great for me, and I'm getting to this point. I just want to try, so I decided to do sober January, man. Everybody, but I will say this, I've realized the issue because when you tell people, especially let's say and I've tried to go out to like bars, just because again, like it's part of my life. I do real estate, and all kinds of things. So it's just kind of what people
socialize.
Do. I've just tried to like have like a club soda, but people are like, what? Because I get it, and being the sober guy while everyone's been drinking. You see it's when everyone's drunk, like everyone's kind of under the same spell. But when there's that one sober person, there's that one person who's not under the spell, and it irks. You know what I'm saying? It irks everyone. So I get it, and I honestly, and so like now I've just like been like, okay,
you know what? I think that might be in your head.
You think that's in my head? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Because no, but I get what you're saying, because if you're in a crowd where everybody's drinking, you're the only one. Self-consciously you feel left out in a way. Makes you feel like, I irk here.
It does.
But people might just be so fucked up that they don't even realize it, that you are the sober person. They're like, they're just there.
Or you're at least trying. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's in their own little worlds.
Exactly. I don't, maybe you're right. Maybe it's in my head that I think that it irks people, but they, people will make comments to you like, oh, come on.
You're not drinking?
Like, you're not drinking. Exactly. You're not, like it really, I've just never made a decision that like really didn't sit. People are like, what? Like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, oh, you want to just, I joked about.
Listen, man, I get it. We're getting older, and it's personal provocative, I would say. And if that's what makes you comfortable, then by all means, I say validate yourself before you seek validation from others.
100%.
Damn, hold up. Shots.
So, guys, you do whatever you got to do, but be healthy, be strong, do some strength training. I don't know if you, but I have a lot of, I'm a personal trainer. I have a few private clients here when I move around, all this stuff around here. But if you have any questions about fitness, working out, you catch me PF every once in a while.
Yeah.
But, about 20 years, I was a personal trainer for a long time. That was probably my first job. when I was like in my 20s, and then a lot of things happened there. But I loved it. I thought I was going to do that forever, actually. And so if any questions, stay strong, keep weight training, get in there. You don't have to do it all the time. I work out maybe twice a week, but I'm telling you that like no one's coming to save you, and as things we get older and we're that generation, like our parents, they never really, worked out. I'm making my mom do like carries, and like I bought her, I got her like 15-pound weights. I have like a little, like
the doña.
The doña, she's got to do some weights. I'm doing lunges. I need, her hips strong and mobile.
Shout out to all the doñas. How about that? Yeah, get some shots.
We appreciate you, and
make sure your moms get them steps in.
Exactly. They created you, and you got to make sure that they're healthy. And I work in property management in the city. I work with clients who are like in their 70s, 80s. I have clients in their hundreds. I have a woman, she's 101. And
101?
101. And
blessings, man.
Blessings, and she was like, well, she starts talking about history.
It's like, I've been outside, I've been running it down.
I sit down for hours, I'm in the West Village, and I help people with affordable housing, and I realize, the tricks, people who is just like the longevity, but it's like your mind, your body have to be strong, and you have to stay active. You have to keep moving. You have to keep walking. You have to keep working out. And this life is going to be hard no matter what, but like, find solace in that. Everyone's been talking about in January that no one cares about the gym was not been, even though I was to say around here, everyone's still working out, but because of Ozempic, everyone's like, yo, the gyms aren't full this year because everyone, listen, like it's crazy.
Say that I want the Ice Spice special.
The ice, it is what it is, man. And it's crazy, they did a breakdown because in America, you spend so much more for the same drugs. Like the company that makes Ozempic, I believe that they're in Denmark, and they're worth more money than Denmark. Okay, like the new company, I forgot what their name, but you can look this up. Wagyu, and they have another one. There's Zempic. They have a couple of different things. Like literally, America pays about 10 times more than everyone else for their Ozempic. I mean, we have a lot of fat people. I don't know. It is what it is. It's helping a lot of people. It's a lot of people drinking less. People doing like there's a lot of things that this Ozempic is just making. Like it's a new thing. But everyone's like, oh, the gyms are empty now because everyone's on. I'm like, listen,
everybody's on Ozempic.
Yes, I mean, if you can afford it, because listen, it's about $1,000 a month right now.
What?
So if you could rock with it, if you're one of those, you know what I'm saying? If instead of the Gucci belt, you got those, but it's about a G a month. It's about a G a month. If you're in America, like they're not playing with the Americans. Like you go anywhere else, and it's like nothing. It's like they'll give it to anyone. But here they know that we'll pay because we have health insurance and the whole thing, and it's
and we're about to be great again.
Oh, we're about to be great again.
From the MC.
We're about to be great again.
Did you see Donnie and Obama hanging out at Jimmy Carter's funeral?
Bro, casual supremacy
boys
on 100.
Listen, you know what I told you before, that those dudes all to me all look alike.
They all look alike. Bros.
They all look like Obama and Trump were like chatting it up like boys, like
business bros,
like
man,
laughing, like it was like a few, because it's like
bumping elbows, like
whispering each other, and like they were about to tell Obama and Trump to like you're causing us, like shh. Like you guys are having way too much fun here.
The teachers separate those two in the class. These two talking too much.
That it is a great move by Obama. It is what it is, because you could tell no one else was messing with him. Bush wanted nothing to do with him. They all stayed away from him.
Nah, man. Obama was out here running narratives. Like, come on, man. Obama.
Shout out to
Obama. Obama was out here running narratives. Now you want to touch elbows. Come on, man. Stop playing.
And Bush gave him a little tap to Obama and just kept going past Trump. It's real funny, Mike. Like these, and Kamala looking back at them, like realizing.
So Bill too. Bill was there.
But it's so funny because like no one wanted like to acknowledge Trump, but the only one who really like just kind of took it from the team was Obama.
Obama's like, listen, man.
Obama was like, I'm not messing with this.
It is what it is.
Obama's got money now. He's like, listen, man, you can help me out too. It is. Obama's got money.
Obama accent is crazy, man.
He's got Obama's paid too now, so he's one of the rich ones too now. So he's like, you know what? Listen, I think we're gonna be fine. 4 more years.
Those books were hitting for Obama.
I would love to just those two. I would like those just two having like a drink. It would just be hilarious to like imagine like Trump and Obama like out having drinks. Like I just think it'd be hilarious.
Oh, come on, man.
I think it'd be hilarious. I think it'd be fun just to like
drops a top 10 every 3 weeks.
Those two need a podcast. I would love the Trump Obama podcast. Okay, like that is what I want to see.
Bro,
now,
we're getting a live show. We're about to get a live show. Did you hear about the Gulf of Mexico?
Oh, the Gulf of America. Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
America, brother.
Watch it.
We are
watch it.
We're officially invading. We want Canada.
What?
We want Greenland. We want we want it all. We wanted cheap eggs, but now we're getting war. And I don't know. I don't know how much of this is real. I don't know how much
the expansion is inevitable. Wouldn't you say?
I don't know. I mean, I think that like it makes sense in that. I think that like he's serious about it. I don't know about the Mexico thing. I mean, I think the Gulf. I mean, I think that's been there since the 1700s. I don't think that matters. But I do see like Greenland becoming a thing. Because the thing with Greenland is this, right? Everyone's thinking about global warming. Greenland is like on our side of the world, right? Even though it belongs to Denmark, technically, whatever it is. Denmark isn't really going to be able to fight us for it. It's like fight us with your army. It's like good luck.
Who's willing to fight us?
Who's crazy enough? It's the Trump effect in that he's crazy enough to attempt it. Like when he says it, you're like you know what? Like anyone else would have been like, oh no. But the thing is, he has an effect where like now you're kind of like, oh man, maybe we should. But here's the thing: Greenland, when all that ice melts, because there's like 10,000 years of ice, like Greenland, they call it Greenland, but Greenland is actually like, it's like a joke.
Waterland.
Green, yeah, it's like a flip, right? Greenland is actually like rocks and it's not cool. It's ice. It's like, but when that permafrost, now that's, all this thing starts melting, it's like 10,000 years of ice. You know how much gold and oil, they already found like a bunch of oil and all this stuff. And then for us, it's too close. Like,
sounds like a Damaga special, baby.
Manifest destiny, baby.
Special over there. We're going over there.
We are liberating Greenland, ladies and gentlemen. We are liberating Greenland.
We're about to get electric tanks. Shout out to Elon.
We are liberating
solar
Greenland.
Panel tanks. We in there.
Let's not go to Elon, but it is fun, and I don't know. But here's the thing: it isn't going to be guys like me and you that they're going to send to go fight and get.
You don't need guys like me and you. Just send the drones. Drones, man.
We're gonna send the auto drones.
Come on, bro.
20-year-olds that just like graduated high school, and they're gonna give them guns, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, this is ours." I don't think they're gonna go to the Panacan land, but of all those,
we don't need to send no troops.
Those threats, the one that I think is, because honestly, listen, Germany, France, a lot of people are being like, "Yo, listen, you should just." Stop with the. They're like, please stop because NATO.
Bro,
but I don't think Trump cares, and I think that he loves keeping the military in. We pull out of Afghanistan. We would love to just see what's going on. Or we would mess with Panama just to mess with Panama, especially because he owes Panama money, and that's they took down all the Trumps. He owes them like tax money, and that's another thing with the Panama Canal, the whole thing. Trump, he follows the whole thing. But I do think the Greenland thing. I think that I could see them doing
the
that.
Panama Canal. This is a very interesting piece right there.
Well, Carter gave it back. It's an interesting piece that does all these things, but the thing is, you're gonna have to actually have keep people down there protecting it. You're gonna have to bring American troops down to Panama. You're gonna cause a lot of beef. You're gonna be dealing with South America. People are gonna get mad you messing down there. Then you're gonna try to Canada's not gonna love you going after Greenland, and then the whole thing about Canada becoming the 51st state. I don't think it's going to happen, But who knows? Like, no one at this point, like, we're on full, we're on oligarchy. We're on
Like,
full.
bro, we got all these warehouses full of toolies. Like, what are we gonna do with all this smoke? You know?
You know what was the last thing Biden today? I think Biden gets out in a few days. He just sent another $500 million to Ukraine today, while the fires and are happening. I don't know. Like the Ukraine,
the Ukraine shit is
it's
crazy.
like that's a proxy. We love war and we pay for war and we got to keep our boys supplied. And it is what it is.
Full circle. We don't make avocados.
We don't make avocados, man. We're here. We're about the toolies, and
America about that smoke.
So everyone, I want you guys to be safe out there. I know a lot of things happening here back in the subways. And
Jay,
what's going on?
Has there ever been a war on our grounds?
No, well, it's like 1812. It's been a long time. Like I think the last time they burned down the White House. I think the British. It's been a long time since.
Because you always hear the smoke everywhere else.
No, it's hard. Listen, we are very lucky because we live in this world where we had Canada and Mexico, our two nearest neighbors, right? Our two biggest forces, which are pretty, they're just not people that are looking to fight and, get into.
They wouldn't want the smoke,
We are the bullies on the block. It is what it is. They know we have the weapons. Like you could
MAGA, the Debo special.
forget the MAGA. My point is, America, we've been blowing things up and like interfering and like for a long time. And
Day one.
Obama
from day one.
The drones. You was talking about Obama was like this was King Drone right here. This was the man who he didn't care. He went after U.S. citizens. It was a different time.
He started the trend.
Yeah, exactly.
When Obama was in office, that's when all the drones really became a thing.
They hate us for our freedom. Yeah, exactly. So it is what it is. We've been playing this game for a long time, but none of us. It's not that like everyone's like America just. We're about that. We're about that.
We're about that life.
We're about that life. Okay. And it is what it is. And that's why the dollar is probably not going anywhere. It is, we will always invest like $1 trillion in our military.
Right.
Pentagon failed its like 7th budget.
Let's not be ignorant and let's keep the casual supremacy. America's been about that work from day one. The minute we stepped into America, it's been about that smoke.
It's been warfare
from day one.
All humanity is. So it is what it is. That's the casual. That's supremacy. It's every living organism has to fight. We all got to fight. It's fucking. That's just what it is. So, I want us to be better, stronger, smarter, just better people, in 2025, man. And it's 2025, it's crazy because it's like some sci-fi year. 2025. So I feel like we're either gonna like just evolve or we're gonna like shrivel up. So
any predictions for 2025?
Pain. No, I don't know. That's from Rocky 3, by the way.
The invasion.
Yeah, what happened?
The invasion.
Invasions. Listen, everyone is locked in for something, right? So China wants Taiwan, Russia wants Ukraine, right? United States wants Greenland. Think about it. They're all waiting around. North Korea, they want South Korea. Everyone's waiting around. So it's just bound to happen. There's going to be one of them is going to snap. Think about it. Then no one's going to be able to stop them because they're all the big boys. They want something. So it's funny that the United States have been quietly right before they left because they know why. Why are they doing that? Why? Because Trump is Putin's boy.
Bro, I really think that is bound to happen.
Oh, it's going to 100% going to happen in our life. They're waiting for Trumpito to get there. They're waiting for the 20th. They're waiting for
Trump might be the one to set it off. They're gonna be like, well, Trump is doing it, so
think about this. Russians know that when Trump is president, they can invade Ukraine. Like, I don't know if they're gonna like do like another full on thing, but they know we're not gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna stop Putin. And it is what it is, and Putin knows that. It's what it is. If you want to like, he literally just put one of his people into the White House. I'm just saying that's why Ukraine all of a sudden is getting like all this crazy. They're like, oh, for just 500, here's another. They're like throwing all this money.
But then that's the thing, man. We send so much money to Ukraine. If Ukraine loses, then we lose the money as well.
Dude, we always. I mean, it's not even money. It's financial or it's military shit. It is what it is. We it's a proxy war. again, Trump is kind of a Russian agent. It is weird. I mean, listen, you just follow the money, follow him after he got
Follow the money.
follow the money. I'm just
Follow the
saying
money.
that he is not someone that like
Let me say it one more time. Follow the money.
the money. He went back once. Guess who brought him back? The Russians. Whatever. It's fine. He's back. We're all gonna have to deal with it. We'll live with it. Hopefully, everyone is better in the next 4 years. I want him to do well. I want him to do fucking amazing. I want him to I hope, I don't know, whatever. Get Greenland. Does that matter to me?
Predictions for 2025, Jay? Like, yo, if we get Greenland, everybody in America is going to be balling.
No, it's not true.
No?
Greenland, they're gonna privatize it. Certain people are gonna make it's not gonna change anything for regular people. It is literally just they'll find some reason, whatever it is. Maybe they won't because they don't want to piss off, France, whatever it is. I doubt it. I mean, they're already, I don't know, Mexico. They want to, piss them off too. I don't know. He seems to want to smack around everyone around them. We'll see what happens.
Any predictions for migration?
Immigration, I think they're gonna go out there and try to round up as many of them as possible. And the same thing's gonna happen. They're gonna run out of people that clean their houses and do the lawn and do all the work, and they're gonna bring them back. Look what happened in Florida. They a bunch of those people pulled out because they were building all the houses and all the things. And guess what? And then those projects all just stayed there because no one America's doing things that people here don't want to do. It's not like you can come from Venezuela and all of a sudden you're like a doctor, or here in America, you have to get a work permit. You have the first 6 months, most of those people, they can't even work. You come in as a, so whatever. So it's ground them up, throw them out. But you know what? Unfortunately, when a bunch of these construction projects and this whole thing and there's no labor and where everyone's freaking out. Because
do you think we get the border back under control?
I don't think the border was ever out of control.
You don't think the border was out of control?
No, I think that the border is just, I think that there are things that people have been talking about, the trannies and I think that there are these things that are happening that we've made our enemy, but that we're becoming this overrun thing. I don't know. I didn't have that experience. Some people told me, oh, because of schools and this and that. I don't know. What's his name? Biden. He deported more people. He deported a lot of people. There was. They've all deported hundreds and hundreds of people. There was the guy who set fire to a woman on the subway. He was someone who had been deported. He came back in, but they got rid of him. It's like there's certain things that I don't know. You want to control, but the truth is you can't. And
this subway system is out of control.
Have you been? When was the last time you were on the subway?
When
was the last time you were on the subway?
Don't recall. It's been at least 3 months.
3 months. I take it every day. Every day. I take the A train every day. It's the last stop right here. Some days it's like a homeless thing. They're coming back. It's just the warm seats. They're just they take up 2 cars and it is what it is. But there isn't, there are some rent. But again, the whole New York City subway system is the city, but below ground. It is. That's what makes New York what it is. So it's oh, this happened in the subway. I'm yeah, but the subway is everything under New York. It's literally under almost every, it's it's not it spans all of New York City. It's the reason that we can even have the city the way we are. I mean, I know, again, people do different things, but you haven't been on the subway for 3 months. I don't think.
Yeah, but at this point, Jay, is people are fed up. I know the people that live in New York City is okay, do I take the subway and risk my life where people are being set on fire and being shoved into the rails, or do I pay the $9 congestion fee to be able to drive into the city? It's a slippery slope. What's going on here is a major DP. The city is serving up DP, and the New York City residents are taking.
We talk about the congestion pricing. I don't know what to tell you, man. I think that we need less cars on the streets. It is what's going on. I don't know how you de-incentivize people from everyone just thinking, hey, I can be in Manhattan downtown. I work downtown. I don't have a car. I have a driver's license. I lived in LA. I drove then because it's different. It's LA is just a bunch of little neighborhoods. It's not this thing, but Manhattan is this small little area. You go to London, they have congestion pricing. everyone's looking at it. It's just like de-incentivized. And I get it. It's like they're like, oh well, the rich people are gonna stay. I was like, listen, whoever leaves their car at home, I'm for. And it's just like I get it. It's like everyone's like, oh well, it's about my freedom is being infringed on. I was like, I don't think that you're free to to just take up. It's like a lot of space. It's a lot of America's all about the cars, but I don't think that the subway,
MTA and these easy passes are running the DP and did not consent.
I guess so, but it's only on the small part of like it's not all of Manhattan. We're uptown, it is. I don't know. We're not under any congestion pricing. They put this one small area. We're like, hey, listen, like we want to keep less cars in this area because it's crazy, and it is crazy. And for a person who's just constantly taking this, seeing the subway, they're saying they're going to use. They're like, oh, we don't trust the MTA with the money that they're going to get from congestion pricing. I was like, well, I don't know, man. I want to believe that our city is going to do good things with whatever it is. We need the money. I get these signs, but I'm just saying, I take the subway every single day. I'm down with the congestion pricing, only in the point that like I think that we need a way to de-incentivize a lot of people from just
guys. If you take the subway, please be safe out there. Watch your six.
Watch your six. But listen, man, like how many people, hundreds of thousands of people take the subway every single day? You're taking a story of this one person getting thrown. I get it. It happens. I understand. It's like, we have shootings.
But still, Jay, did you see the video, man? Jesus Christ.
Just someone standing there. And I get it. It's
mío. Yo vi ese video.
It's violent.
Ay, Dios mío.
We live in a violent world. A lot of bad things are happening. We leave poor people not with anything to do, and they're roaming the underground, looking for heat. I don't know. It's just... of course, you don't want to stand on the yellow thing while I'm just saying that's not like something new. You could have learned that in the 80s. My father told it's like not a new thing. Like don't stand right there as a train pulls in. And the guy didn't even. I don't think he died, but listen, I get it.
He didn't die. No,
cracked his head, whatever it is.
What?
The guy who hit the guy.
Oh my God! Blessings, because I saw the video and it looked like it was over.
Yeah, no, and I mean, the woman, and even though, like I said, even the woman on fire, I was like, listen, everyone was like, oh, no one ran in there to hold her. I was like, listen, unless I had like a flame retardant blanket,
yeah,
like I don't know if I'm not trying to hug up on this woman and like
you need to stop, drop, and roll.
Chill. You gotta know that rule. I'm just
oh man.
I stop and roll, but I wouldn't expect you to jump on me. I would yell. I would be like,
if you're on fire,
stop. I would yell at her. That's all.
Somebody should have screamed.
Just stop, drop, and roll.
But stop, drop, and roll.
And if you don't know that rule, then maybe. No, I'm not even gonna say it. But I'm just, I'm just saying that it's a rough world out there, and I don't know. And you're sitting on the subway, and and the guy is. I don't know what to tell you, but I'm just saying that hundreds of thousands of people take the subway every day. Yes, every time you step outside the door, that there's a chance that something bad's gonna happen. But is it any worse, or is it some like thing where you're in some like dire situation every time you step out or take the train? I don't think so. I take on rush hour, take a non-rush hour, the weekends. I mean, maybe because I'm a man, everyone's like, okay, well, you're a man. I'm like, I don't know, but I don't remember the last time I had some situation like that. I don't like, hang out on the, off the side looking for the train or anything like that. I'm a New Yorker, we don't play like that. We know.
Watch your six, man. Keep it within that COVID distance.
But watch your sixes. I recommend that for all situations that involve
that COVID distance. Like anytime I'm in public, COVID distance, like you cannot just pull up and like smack me, like keep it a couple feet away.
Keep a little, that's the way to do it. And I think that's how we have to live our lives, is to know when people just, keep our distance. That's what being a New Yorker is about. I heard this great analogy. It's like everyone's like in their little bubble, and New Yorkers aren't mean. We're just kind of in our own little bubble. And this is what it is. You got to stay. But you obviously have to keep your
distance and mind your business,
Like I said, things are crazier now because everything's on video. So
don't make eye contact with the if you see somebody speaking to themselves, don't make eye contact.
Don't feed the deer. Don't encourage. Listen, all I'll say is that, like I said, The only big difference in like the 70s, the 80s, New York, things were crazy out here. And I'm just saying, like, everything. It's just that now everything is on video. Everything ends up on YouTube or Reddit or whatever it is.
You say New York City's better now?
Then what? Then what? The 80s, the 70s, the subways. Do you remember any of that stuff? Do you
The
remember
90s?
pictures? I mean,
I'm not that old, but
Giuliani.
yo, shout outs to Major Adams.
Oh,
Shots. Shout outs to Major Adams.
Wait. Are we talking about Mayor Adams? Or are we talking about
Eric Adams?
The jailbird? How's he doing?
Talk about Eric Adams, bro.
How is Eric
Come
Adams?
on, my boy out here eating.
He is, the FBI is
elbows with Trump. Walking with your boy
Luigi.
With Luigi.
He's not my boy. I'm just saying Luigi.
Not your boy. Yeah,
I heard that. I
was like, what the fuck is Eric Adams doing there?
It was like Gotham City. It was like the perp walk, and it's pretty funny to see that, especially because Eric Adams right now, he just another, the FBI is investigating him. They just found more things that they're going to charge him with. That was like 2 days ago. So he's in a lot of trouble. But, there was a time when like I was young where like...
He's still outside though. Yeah, so shout outs to him, man. That's a real G right there.
He's not going to retire. Because it used to be a time where people like politicians, they had like high shame where like, you remember like Nixon, like the first thing he did was like, I'm going to go, resign. We don't resign anymore. We're like, we deny this shit. And we're like, fuck that.
No, people.
I didn't do it. Who was Democrats resign? That's about it. No one else does. I mean,
the chief of police resigned.
But not like the mayor. But cheap because they had other people. It's like it's like the underlings, but not like I'm just saying the person that they're investigating is our boy Adams. And so it's very interesting. The perp walk. I heard that him and Diddy, Luigi, and Diddy are in the same jail in Brooklyn, and Diddy's irked because Luigi's getting a lot of attention. And he doesn't like not being the center of attention. So Diddy's
that's
a real rumor. You can look that one up. I can find that one online.
Oh nah.
Diddy is jealous of Luigi, and their lawyers are married. So I guess in Luigi's, you didn't know that, right? So Diddy's and Luigi's attorneys are married. They're excellent. He's got the guy. Diddy's got the guy. And Luigi's got the girl. So
what the fuck?
That they are interlinked.
Right? Like a Netflix series.
The whole Luigi thing has just been crazy. People are like become like sleuths online. Like the guy who saw him said that he saw him there all night outside of the hotel. But then the New York, they were like, he left the bicycle 6 minutes from the Upper West Side to 53rd Street. Some crazy stuff. I don't know with Luigi, but Luigi is in like solitary confinement. They want everyone to forget about Luigi. You see, even online, everyone slowly stopped talking about it. It's all good. Like I said, man, he decided to take one. I just think that he's showing that there are bigger issues with the system, with insurance. These algorithms, all these people that they're denying United Healthcare.
Yeah, that's the message.
That's the message, and it is what it is. And I think that resonates with a lot of people. People are like, this is fucked up. I pay this money every month. Insurance has become this thing where it doesn't matter if the car insurance, if this insurance, that insurance. But like Chris Rock said, if nothing happens, shouldn't I get that money back? It's like everything is like, but it's become this industry that like didn't even need to be there. It serves no utility. It doesn't, what I'm saying? All it does is trying to figure out ways of not having to pay you out after you have to continuously pay them. So it's one of those wild things. But either way, stay safe out there.
Watch your six.
Watch your six. Take the subway. It's all right. Nobody's gonna whatever it is. We're all right.
Pay to play.
Yeah, exactly. We'll jump down, take the Uber. It's fine. The Uber is mad cheap. That's what it is. They don't pay that much extra for the congestion pricing or
only $9.
Whatever. It'd be all right.
So actually, no. Now that I'm thinking about it, so you will have to pay the $9, but you will also have to pay the $275 if you pass 96th Street.
It's 60th. Not 96. For what?
No. It's 2. There's a 96th Street toll as well. That's $275.
Oh, I just heard the congestion was
and then also the congestion if you pass 60th Street.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know. Either way,
so if you're going downtown,
I tell people, between the speed cameras And now these cameras, and I'm so happy not to have a vehicle right now. Like, honestly, it's actually a huge bubble right now to the car loan industry. It's over $1 trillion. Like, it's about to burst. Just they were giving car loans. That's all I always talk about all the time. They were giving those things out like to anyone who wanted to. Even my bank, they're constantly like, "Hey, do you want a car? Do you want a car?" And I'm like, "No, I don't want a loan because I know what you're trying to do." They're like, yeah, here's 10 a car. Go get
a
it's
car.
like, yeah, then it's the insurance, and then you're in the whole thing, and then it's like, and then around here, you want to park, you want to do all that stuff. It's a rough ride. So I suggest all of us. Go ahead, you tell me.
Oh, by the way, before we exit out, before I forget,
Tell me.
I want to send a quick shout out to La Diosa Caro that she followed us today on IG. So shout outs to her. She might be the hottest thing on New York City radio. So shout outs to, let me give you some shots, ma.
Thank you so much. Call me Paulino _ Jason. I'm cool. You know, if you see this, if you hear this, I'm a huge fan. You know, thank you guys for listening to us, and you know, again, let's just be better this year, and we're gonna keep bringing in new people, and we're just gonna we'll be like between two ferns, and we're just gonna make fun of people
between two ferns. I like that. I like that. Shout outs to the crypto bros out there too.
Hell yeah!
You know, it's been a lot of if you have any Rumble, been shooting up crazy.
Rumble, what's
Rumble? You don't know about Rumble?
I don't know. I don't like.
This was not paid advertising. Rumble is basically the only other platform besides YouTube that basically holds your video.
Oh, wait. I did say it was crypto.
Oh, but so they have a stock as well.
So they have a stock.
Their stock went up.
Oh,
but I was telling you about the platform itself.
And they hold crypto? Because
yes. Okay. Well, no, not crypto, but they hold a stock.
Okay. All right.
So I was shouting out the crypto bros because yes, I do have some Bitcoin and some Dodge and some XRP. So shout outs to Dodge too. That's just been up and down lately.
Yeah.
But I have some Rumble stock that shot up within the last few weeks. So shout outs to them. Yeah, that was a good.
It's what you can hold, man. Listen,
that was good PC right there.
Yeah, man. But honestly, you should get some NVIDIA because honestly, those people are gonna probably own the world soon.
So I'm sorry, Jay. So by the way, you remember that Twitter, Facebook, Google, and all these other companies basically canceled Trump. That they removed him from his account.
I mean, I guess they removed him. What do you mean?
You remember that?
Yeah, back.
Like they basically canceled him, bro. Everybody's supporting him now.
Yeah, I guess
everybody's behind him, offering money.
They are because it's bribes, but yeah, they gave the wife the $40 million, whatever Amazon deal.
Sorry, Jay, I didn't mean to sidetrack.
Oh no, it's all.
I just want to throw that in there.
Listen, I wish DJT number 45, number 47, nothing but all the best. I want him to fucking kill it, and I think the next 4 years, like while he's president, I want to be a millionaire. So
guys, if you don't know about Rumble was the only platform that didn't cancel him because Rumble's a platform that encourages freedom of speech.
Okay. I mean, he has his own truth, whatever. We'll see what it is. I don't.
You should check it out, Jay.
I have it. I mean, not Rumble. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, as far as the stock, but yeah, I'll definitely. I don't know what it is. You told me it was crypto, then it's the stock.
No, the stock is gonna shoot up.
Okay.
Because he was the only one that supported him. It actually shot up 50% within the last couple of weeks. So I think it's gonna keep going up because freedom of speech is gonna be more of a thing now. 2025.
All right.
Trump did say he's gonna put a stop.
I don't know if that was ever. I don't know if I don't know. I don't think that there's ever gonna be a full on stop to anything because it's been going on for like all of human history. So it's weird. I know. Whatever. They'll fix up the bathrooms. Everyone will be happy as long as everyone just get the prices down to the eggs and the whole thing. We're gonna. It's gonna be a big year.
I'll edit that part out. We didn't cook. Didn't cook well.
That though, we're tired.
But whatever. Yeah. You want to close it out?
Absolutely. Well, guys, it's 2025. Let's do some big things. Let's love each other. Let's fucking make some money.
Make money.
Let's, hopefully fucking Trump kills it. And like I said, man, we get Greenland. I know he will. So it is what it is. So, here we go. And I'm excited for this year. Welcome to my apartment. And I get to move everything back around.
No, Jake, no vamos a poner que we're in your apartment. It loses the mystique.
Oh, okay. Sure. How's a mystique? You literally look at my fucking father's art. I don't know how you lose. Like, how do you not know that it's not my apartment?
But Jake.
Okay. Gotcha. Oh, gotcha. Okay. So except for the obviousness behind you.
Yeah, but okay. So think about it as an outsider.
Yeah.
It's obvious for me and you, but a person that doesn't know us, they're just looking at this person with art on the back. They don't know where it's being recorded.
Okay. All right.
That's
So
fine.
there you go. All right, man.
So,
2025 Casual Supremacy Dyckman podcast.
Chosen.
Have a good night, everybody. Let's do it.
Live from the MC. Oh. Live from the MC.